tighter you hold me, the harder I'll fight. The more freedom you.
Hi, I'm Dakota Wilson, and I'm your interviewer today. And what is your band name?
Fallback.
And can I have your names, your age, and like what you do in the band?
I'm Isaac. I play guitar and bass, and I'm 17.
I'm Joey. I play guitar, bass, and drums a little bit, and I'm 16.
I'm Joe. I play the drums and occasionally bass, and I'm 15.
I'm Marin. I play guitar, and I am also 15.
I'm Ben. I yell really loud, and I'm old enough to know better, but young enough to still enjoy it.
What age is that?
That's 19.
Okay, so how did you pick your band name?
Well, that's actually
Yeah.
that's a funny story. So we were actually sitting around trying to find a band name, and I had an idea, and Joey was like, "Yeah, that's a good name. We'll have that as like a fallback." And then we all just kind of looked at each other and were like, "Fallback," and it just like fell into place. So
I don't even remember what that other band name was. It's just
Really?
yeah, it just
Aw. So how did you guys form? Like as a band?
that's on you, Joey. You tell
Alright,
that
well,
Yeah, that's a joke.
originally I was in another metal band that didn't go over so well, and basically it was completely destroyed, so we had to get other members. So I asked Joe to be the drummer, and then eventually like Ben came in to be the vocalist, and then we
Potato.
yes, and then we got Marin to do guitar, and then later on we got Isaac.
he just sort of showed up.
Yeah.
We aren't really sure where Isaac came from, actually. We just
I walked into the house, wanted some water, found a band practicing.
he just happened to have all his equipment with him.
Yeah.
Know all the songs that we were playing.
So how'd you guys like meet each other? Like Ben, you're older than all the
Well, yeah. Well, I was working at this daycare, and they were like all there,
Were they like the
in
customer?
diapers.
Yeah.
like I was changing their diapers. I was like, you know what? I want to be musicians with you guys. And I raised them like my own, like wolves in
I
the forest.
conceived them actually. So
Yeah, he's God, so
I'm God,
obviously
Yeah, definitely.
he created everything.
Well, no, what the real story behind it is we're in this rock and roll high school program that just gets all these bands together and everything, and that's kind of how we formed, and we've branched out from there. At this point, that's just where we've met, but definitely props to rock and roll high school for helping bands get together and everything, because you get to go and play cool shows with all you guys. We have a show at the Nile on Sunday, actually, that we're really excited about.
Yeah.
That rock and roll high school did not get us that show.
Yeah.
So.
Actually, I found Isaac through Guitar Center because we have the same guitar tutor, and my guitar tutor was like, "Hey, I know this kid named Isaac, and he's like pretty chill, and
Pretty
if
chill.
you're looking for guitarists, I can like give you guys this information to each other." And I was like, "Okay."
I'm just laughing because I think tutor is a funny word.
Oh, well, what do you mean? Guitar teacher, okay.
Tutor.
Yeah.
And somehow he's the oldest.
You're lacking in guitar knowledge. He's
All
like
I do is
a
yell.
tutor. So what genre are you guys?
Country. No, we're metal. And somehow he's the oldest.
You're lacking in guitar knowledge. He's
All
like
I do is
a
yell.
tutor. So what genre are you guys?
Country. No, we're metal. We're metal.
Farm emo. No, we we consider ourselves metalcore. People get offended when we use the word screamo, but I'm older than everyone. That's just the term I grew up with. So I get mad at people for getting mad at me sometimes. But
But it's not screamo anymore.
it's like there's so many different genres and
It's
subgenres.
post-hardcore.
There's so many different like there's pirate core and there's vampire core and there's all this
Nintendo core.
deathcore,
Nintendo core,
Nintendo.
Disney
There's everything.
core.
There's so many different types of music these days. Like I don't even try to keep up.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Nintendo.
Nintendo
Yeah,
core.
Nintendo core.
They
Like,
use like Nintendo game sounds in the background, I guess, and they just kind of scream over it.
techno
It's like
core.
really poppy and
Yeah. So
Music.
Maybe suicide.
All right.
Yeah.
So how would you guys decide to do the genre that you guys are?
It's just kind of what we all listen to. I mean, like,
Grunge,
everyone has
hardcore.
problems, and like, and the most supportive thing that we found to help with our problems is just music. Like, when you're sitting in your room by yourself and there's like no one else there to talk to, and you don't want to talk to your parents because you're having an issue and they're your parents. Like, do you really ever want to talk to your parents? Like, you know, music is just one of those things that has been around forever, and it's always going to be around because it's something about the heart and soul of a human being that just makes sense with music, you know. So I guess the thing that helped us out most musical wise as far as genre was just listening to metal and just the lyrics and the subtexts of that, and that's what has gotten us through our shit, gotten us all together. So.
Cute.
Yeah, I know.
So like,
Aw, dumb.
do you write your
Sentiment.
songs? I'm assuming, like, how does the
Yeah, we
songwriting
started
process
out doing covers, and then we got bored because it just didn't fill, like, you know, it didn't fill what we were looking to fill inside of ourselves.
So how does the like process happen?
Well, usually him and her like write something, and then he finds rhythm and melody with that, and they find rhythm and melody with each other, and then he hits stuff, and then I just like yell. But it always starts out, they make something brilliant, and then we just kind of like jump on. It's like they are the beanbag chair, and we are all trying to cram on like as much as possible.
So like, take like a mainstream band. Like, what band are you guys? Like,
It's it's tough because
just like,
I mean,
if
there's
two bands had a baby, like, and that's you.
two
what
bands
is it?
had a baby.
Or
I
three
think,
bands. And,
I
you know,
personally-
Octomom. Come on. Just,
I
I'm
think
gonna let you
of-
answer that.
Personally, I think if two bands had a baby, it would be of Mice and Men and Miss May I, and that would be us. I don't know. Is that a good
Maybe
combination
like
for
a
you
little
guys?
bit of Bullet for My Valentine thrown in,
Yeah.
just because
Ah,
they
it's
have the
classic baby.
excellent guitar. You know. No, it's not classic. We're unique, aren't we?
Yeah.
Aren't we unique?
Pretty unique.
All of our black clothes and band shirts.
So how do you guys like get your music out? Like, do you have SoundCloud, blog, Twitter?
We've only been together for 3.5, 4 months, so we haven't formed all
way.
that stuff yet. We just made our Twitter like 2 weeks ago.
Like a baby band.
Yeah.
Baby metal.
So, wait, so how did that happen? Like 3 weeks ago?
Well,
Like,
we
give me the
were
story.
sitting at, like, we have a Facebook, obviously, and
Yeah.
we've had that since like a month after our conception. But so we were like, you know what, we should probably make a Twitter. We have an Instagram that I just kind of take pictures of my cat with, but
Mascot?
yeah, we want to get a snake. We'll name it George.
I want a hedgehog, but they're illegal in Arizona. So
What?
They are?
They are. I looked it up. They're illegal. I want a hedgehog so bad.
What's the dangers of a hedgehog? Is it like domesticating a hedgehog?
I have no.
They must be like an endangered
Arizona's just,
species.
you know, you can't, like,
No.
you're not allowed to have a donkey in your bathtub on Wednesdays in Arizona. Like, that's against the law.
Yeah, it's in like a Western law.
Yeah.
Most of those like laws are like religious reasons for some reason.
I don't know, or just someone did something really, really dumb, like you're not
On
allowed to
Wednesday.
marry a sheep while skydiving on Thursday in another state. Like, I'm imagining how it came about, like, them making that
You'd
law.
be surprised. Like, I don't know, I'm in like this like constitution class and we read like the philosophy of politics and all that. Like how
Sounds
they
really interesting.
it is actually, and how they like come about, like how this nation, like it's just really weird and it's weird. Anyway, off topic. So who are your musical and non-musical influences?
Everyone, like, pick one band and we'll just go with that. Just pick one, because I know we're all gonna have different things.
You guys
No,
can
we
all go around
we
one
can
at a
all
time.
answer
Yeah.
different.
Okay. Well, my musical influences, the big ones, are Bring Me the Horizon and Let Live. Bring Me the Horizon just because I've been listening to their music for years and years and years, and that's been the band that I've kind of like latched onto whenever I was having problems. Like that was my like emotional grip. And then Let Live, because of just their energy, the singer's energy when he performs on stage is just it. I've never seen someone like put out that much of themselves into music when they're performing, when they're with people, when they're just spreading that message. So that is just, you know, that's something I look up to a lot, is just being able to put that much back into the audience, because the more energy that you put into the audience, the more that they're going to give back to you. So
Definitely. I would have to say my biggest influence is probably Bring Me the Horizon as well. They are the ones that got me into the more of the metal I listen to now, and how that I wanted to be in a metal band because I've been in other bands before this that didn't play anything like metal.
Are you a believer?
And so yeah, and then I just came to a liking of the Amity Affliction, and they put all their lyrics are just really meaningful in like all of their songs. So that just kind of taught me how to put more emotion into what I write. So I would say those two bands would probably be my number one.
I was listening to Amity Affliction.
Yeah,
while
they're like
driving here.
tied.
I was listening to Amity Affliction when I was driving over here.
It's great.
So there's both your number ones.
Yeah,
Blondie,
they're like
it's your
tied.
turn.
They're tied. They're like
Tied.
meshed.
Right up there.
They're my parents.
Okay.
You can't actually you can't have a favorite parent. Never mind. Keep going.
Yes, you
You
I
can-
think we all have a favorite
Yeah.
parent, even though we're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. For me, it'd probably have to be Slipknot, just because that's sort of like what got me
Yeah.
into the music that I listen to.
Yeah.
I just really like the heaviness
Yeah.
and just
We have way too many instrumentalists.
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
Definitely. I would have to say my biggest influence is probably Bring Me the Horizon as well. They are the ones that got me into the more of the metal I listen to now, and how that I wanted to be in a metal band because I've been in other bands before this that didn't play anything like metal.
Are you a believer?
And so yeah, and then I just came to a liking of the Amity Affliction, and they put all their lyrics are just really meaningful in like all of their songs. So that just kind of taught me how to put more emotion into what I write. So I would say those two bands would probably be my number one.
I was listening to Amity Affliction
Yeah,
while
they're
driving
like
here.
tied.
I was listening to Amity Affliction when I was driving over here.
It's great.
So there's both your number ones.
Yeah,
Blondie,
they're like
it's your
tied.
turn.
They're tied. They're like
Tied.
meshed.
Right up there.
They're my parents.
Okay.
You can't actually you can't have a favorite parent. Never mind. Keep going.
Yes, you
You
I
can-
think we all have a favorite
Yeah.
parent, even though we're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. For me, it'd probably have to be Slipknot, just because that's sort of like what got me
Yeah.
into the music that I listen to.
Yeah.
I just really like the heaviness
Yeah.
and just
We have way too many instrumentalists.
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
We got a clown mask running around on stage with a bat, just hitting things, but it's music. I love Slipknot though, like really.
Yeah.
Right on. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, it's just been like
I mean, not like I knew that about you. It's just kind of.
it's not like I'm trying to talk right.
Zing.
I don't think you even
Got
heard
some
that.
sass.
I don't think you even heard that.
But yeah, there's just been really a big influence on me and just branching me off into different types of music that I listen to now. Sort of a shorter answer than everyone else, but Joey?
I would say my musical influence for how I play guitar is probably System of a Down, Bullet for My Valentine, Strapping Young Lad. You know, it's just
Oh my fucking god.
it's where I draw like a lot of my influence. I think when I'm soloing and when I'm playing the rhythm and when I'm drumming, I take a lot of influence from like Disturbed and you know Strapping Young Lad. I think. And my bass playing is too generic to be inspired by anything. So.
Alright, and my favorite band, or my most inspirational band to me is probably Rise Against.
Rise Against.
Yeah,
There you go.
And that's
Yeah.
just because I love when they perform. There's just so much energy in the music, and it's just what I want to do on stage, and they just have so much fun up there, and you can see it in the crowd. That's what I love.
Dance, monkey, dance. I thought you would for sure say Black Veil Brides was one of yours, Joe.
He just started liking Black Veil Brides.
I like them a little bit. I mean, they're not like all the way up there for me.
I'm just
It's
throwing.
like-
No, I'm just throwing
I'm
it out
sort
as
of-
the look. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I have that look going on. I mean, my hair's not like dyed pitch black.
And
look
you need,
look
like, all
you
the
listen to
tattoos.
Dresden Dolls.
You need the Batmans and upside down crosses going down your arms before you.
Looking at you, I think you listen to like the Dresden Dolls or like Susie and the Banshees or something.
I've never even heard of
Like,
those.
you've never,
They sound
you've never
horrifying.
heard like
No.
I've heard of Susie and the Banshees,
I've
but
never
that's just that sounds terrifying to me.